I'm Roxanne Moates. I'm the National Wellbeing Manager for the Family of League Foundation, and today I'm just catching up with Alicia, who we've been working with for a couple of months now. So Alicia, how did you first find out about the Family of League?
Well, I was actually through our club. It was Michelle, one of the friends at my football club, and she was telling us about Family League, and I'd never heard of anyone or anything like this, and so we reached out, and then I got to meet you like within a matter of, I think it would have been weeks, if that. And then I got to meet you. You came here.
Absolutely. And I was always interested that here in the beautiful Bribie Island, we find a Parramatta fan. So
Yes.
obviously not from here.
No.
Where were you before here?
No, I'm born and bred in New South Wales, much to your disgust. But I'm from the Central Coast, and then we came to Queensland in 2017, and then we came here last year and just fell in love with Bribie. It's just the best. I love it here.
Yeah, and the boys have settled into the local footy club here.
Oh, definitely. They were a bit nervous because going from different clubs and that, it's like when you change schools almost. But honestly, the Warriors are like one of the most welcoming clubs I've actually ever gone to. So I'm really, really happy with them, and the kids just love it. So it's good.
So you reached out to us through your club, but this is a very personal journey for yourself. So can you tell us a little bit about, I guess, your journey so far and how things are now?
Yeah, well, so my journey started back in 2020, and I was diagnosed with stage 3 cervical cancer, which was a complete and utter shock to me and my family. We didn't know even how to direct it. You know, it's like that word you hear, cancer, and you never feel like it's going to be you. And here we were. So then a year later, we did from 2020, we did the treatment, and that was chemotherapy and radiation for 6 weeks every day, and radiation sometimes double, right before Christmas, which was super tricky, having the kids and them seeing the changes and things like that. And then I actually beat it. Then I had a reoccurrence back again in 2022 in August, and it was back again, and it was the worst thing. We just thought, this can't be happening again. So then, like you do as a mother, for me or anyone, you don't have a choice. You have to fight to stay. So I went into surgery, and then I'd beat it again. So this was the second time I beat it, and I was just like, how is this happening? And then I got re-diagnosed again now at stage 4 with cervical cancer, and I've done my chemo, my radiation is about to start, and this time it's been hard. I've lost my hair, and that's probably a small thing, but it's a lot harder. It gets harder and harder and harder each time. So, and now we're just about to start radiation. So that's where we are right now.
Absolutely. And you talk about that this isn't just your journey, but Grant and the kids are also going through this process. So how have you seen what you've gone through kind of impact them?
Well, I think the thing is with anything, but especially with my cancer journey, it's within an arm's reach of everybody. It's not just me that's going through it. It's my children, it's Grant, it's my friends, it's my family, it's you don't just go through the pain yourself. You have to see the others and the worry and the look, and that's tricky. That's tricky to see, and we all sort of just have really banded together and got ourselves through it.
And you talk about Lockie in particular has really thrown himself back into his rugby league. So how important has that been, I guess, as an outlet for you and your family, to have that there and to know you're not on your own?
If they could not go to school and play football until it was dark, we would be doing that. We watch it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's on, KO is on 24/7 with the football, but Lachlan especially, he's at that tricky age where he's 15, turning 16, and it's a lot for me, let alone being 15. And one of the things that he said to me that I'll never forget, and it hit home, was football mum is my world, and I love it. It's my passion, because all that matters is that ball and me and my teammates there. That's it. There's nothing else going around. And as a mum, hearing that, I was like, well, that's all I need you. That's the only thing I want in your life right now, is that whole sentence. That's it. That every mum just wants to hear their kids happy, and not feel like you're dragging them down, or, you know, because of your disease, or, you know, the cancer. And if he didn't have that, I don't know where he'd be. I don't know. I don't.
And one thing that always sticks in my mind is the first time I came to visit was your youngest, who got really, really upset because he realised that when he plays Origin, and he's 9, right?
He's 9,
when
yeah.
When he plays Origin, he'd have to play for Queensland.
He was so upset because we're born and bred New South Wales, and he went and spoke to the neighbour, and he said, came home and he was really flustered and flushed. I was like, what's the matter? And he's like, I have to play for Queensland in the Origin. Will you go for them? And I was like, mate, if you make the Origin, oh, whatever, we're there. But it was like, I can't leave New South Wales.
I believe that he's kind of changed his tune.
He has now. He's like, look, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to do it now, whatever I have to do. So, and they'll do anything, especially the boys. They just, it's a family. It literally is a family. That club, we went from knowing no one, and they just took us in. We didn't know anyone around here. We didn't, we started off, and they are literally, if they're not checking in with you, Michelle is one of the biggest people in it. And when she was telling me about you guys, I was like, oh, it's okay, that's fine. And she's like, no, we're doing this, and we did it. And it was honestly, was so good. Like, you guys have helped us out more than, we can thank you, really. It's been really good. The pressure of life itself, just like I said, it just keeps going.
And so how have we been able to release some of that pressure?
Oh my God. One of the biggest things was probably the financial, because of my cancer. Grant can't work. So, because that's the thing that people, it's hard to explain. You hear the chemo or the radiation and things like that, but you don't hear the side effects, the sickness, the ongoing, constant bills. So we got financially, that was one of the biggest things. And then just being able to reach out to other people as well. Like, now we've met each other, that's been really good. And I think getting the word out was one of my biggest things. Was I was always a person, it was never, cancer was never going to get me. It was going to be somebody else's story. And I'm here now, and I want people to have awareness of it as well, to get out there. And it just in so many ways, like financial, everybody just, these days, just is constant. Just constant.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, right, is I find that, rugby league is what connects us. Being human is what connects us, and it's kind of what brought us together. But, this journey, I always say it's a marathon, not a sprint, because we're going to be with you throughout this journey.
I know that if I rang up and I needed help or something, I could feel comfortable in doing that now. And that's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing for some people to do, just reach out. But it was like I said, I'm so grateful for meeting you, and even though you go for Queensland, but I'll still take it. I'm still happy.
So it sounds like if people were able to, you'd recommend becoming a member and supporting the foundation?
100%. I wouldn't even know what to say if they said to me, I would just, before they finish the sentence, yes. Do it, you won't regret it, ever. And then the fact that you support, people that are doing rugby and their families, it's just, I didn't even think there was anything like that out there. So I was super surprised, super happy. And it's so, for my children, that's for me, that's the biggest thing is, they've got support like that. The kids, they're everything.
So it's been absolutely wonderful. I never know when we get a referral for somebody, or in this case, Alicia, when you reached out to us, we find this little bit about you, and then I come into your family home, I meet your beautiful kids, your wonderful husband, and you know, there's so much more to you than just what's happening to you at the moment. And I'm so grateful that the Family of League Foundation can be there for you guys throughout this whole journey.
Me too. Hey, I'm super grateful. Thanks so much, Rox. You're the best.